Okay, welcome back everybody. Got an update on the four-cylinder racer. Been a few weeks since I made an update video. Lots happened since then, so I figured I'll just do a walk around and show you what I've been up to. So this is a '06 Corolla. Just happened to be a car that we picked up cheap that still ran. It's pretty rusty, but I think it'll be alright. We got a pretty decent cage in it, so hopefully that stiffens up everything. This is one thing, I don't know if I shot this the last time or not. I know some of the higher end faster four cylinders have a strut bar that'll go across the strut towers, so I decided to maybe try to stiffen this one up a little bit. I just welded in a couple tabs right there. Took a piece of a 1/2 inch pipe and weld the nuts on the end, and so you can bolt that right in. I gusseted that, put that in. I don't know, I shot the battery box when I was making it, but I moved the battery to behind in the dash just to get it away from up there in the crash zone pretty much. It seems like if you took a good lick in that that front corner, your battery could explode, and to take a bath in battery acid, that would be no fun. And then I also added this front bumper, kind of like a radiator protector bar slash bumper, just to give it a little more protection in the front. Took a good lick there. Maybe stiffen the front end up a little bit too. That's pretty much all I did in the front of the car so far. And I got the cage is all done now. I got the vent bar in now. Seat mount's done. The seat mount done there. My niece is going to be driving it, so I made it low for in case somebody else ever wanted to put a different, or a taller person wanted to drive. You could always just take those washers out. That picks it up about a 1/2 inch, and I put that plate that big so you could slide your seat back and forth, and all you'd have to do is take this pipe, cut it, and move it back, because she's pretty short and she had to be up close to reach the pedals to be able to push the clutch in all the way. And then just a little update on the steering. I had this dash piece sitting here. I shot that video putting the steering wheel and the quick coupler on there. I originally thought I was going to have to move that back because it seemed like the steering wheel was kind of right on your knees, but that was me sitting in the car. And when she got in, she put the seat where she wanted it. The steering wheel, she said, felt fine. So that's where it's staying. I just don't know once the seat's in this thing if I'll even be able to get in it to move it, which won't be any fun, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So yeah, I got the right side bars all done. I only put 2 over there, figuring we're going to run a door bar too, so I think that'll be plenty. And I don't know if I ever shot that top bar. I kind of bent it up and get it away from driver's head, and I added these 2 little supports there in the corners. One there, and you can't really see that one, but pretty much matches it. And then I had added these 2 little support bars just back down to the back of the car, and then I got the main bars coming all the way back. I did mount the trunk lid. I just put 2 hood pins in, standard hood pins, and it was a little floppy since these trunks kind of 90 down quite a bit, so I put a butterfly Zeus in down here. It stiffens it up pretty nice. So only other thing I did, I wanted to make sure running an electric fuel pump, external electric fuel pump that the car was going to run. So I went on eBay and I found a cheap electric fuel pump and a fuel filter, and all I did was tap into the main line going up. This car doesn't have a return line, it's just got the one supply, and I just tuck it in there. I wired it into the wires of the car, from the stock gas tank, and all I did was stick it in a 5-gallon bucket of gas, and I just kept turning it over, and it finally started, and it took a little while, I think, to get all the air out of the line, but it did run on it. So that was my experiment. So I'm trying to find a fuel cell to put in the back there, but for some reason we're just after Christmas 2021, and I've tried to get a fuel cell and rims for this thing, and they are not be able to be found. At least the guy that I'm using, the speed shop down the road. So we're still in search of. He says he got 4. As soon as he finds them, he's going to get 4 or 5 of them, bring them right to his shop. So since the gas tank fuel cell thing's going to work, I dropped the gas tank last week, got that out of there, and get ready to figure out how I'm going to mount the fuel cell and wire up or plumb in the fuel lines, and we'll go from there. So that's pretty much the update so far. I also just started, which thought was going to be a nightmare, but it's actually not going to be too bad. It does look like a nightmare. All these wires, I'm starting to tidy them up, tape them up, figure out a way to get them tucked in there so they're not flopping around. I got this I think is the airbag sensor box, and then got some relays over on this side, which I have no idea what those are for, and then there's like the main computer box. We got to try to get all that secured so it's not flopping around. I think I got a way to do it. I'll get it all done, and then I'll update that. And so we're coming along. I got it up on jack stands, so I'm going to start working on suspension here soon. I got to mount the hood, and the doors. I finally gutted the 2 front doors. They were pretty fun, so got those all gutted up, and I had the back doors done already, so we can mount those someday. And then I just got to put sockets on here for the door bars to come out, and probably run probably like a 1x2 square tubing for a door bar or something like that. I haven't really thought about it too much. So just a little update on the little hot rod. It's only January 3rd, so we should have plenty of time. And also I gotta figure a way someday. I gotta tin in the back, up on top here, back to the trunk lid. Gotta cover all that up since I'm running a fuel cell. I gotta have a firewall, so I gotta get that done someday too. So, and I gotta make a dash. So there's still plenty of work to do, but we're getting there. So stay tuned, and we'll update you again. So see you later.